Okay, hi everybody. Welcome to Saturday Night Threads. My name is Emma. So if you can see, I'm still. I hope I don't have you guys too close. That's what I'm worried about. Okay, so I'm just here, just trying to do the cable knitting. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to knit and purl. That's all I'm going to do right now because I don't have to make the cable until after the 6th row. So all I'm doing is knitting and purling. I wish I had something, like here on the side because you can hear the clicking from the needles, the back part. I like doing it on the bed because you don't hear anything. Because it's constantly hitting the covers. But I do have a lot of yarn, and I wanna utilize them. Try to get rid of them as much as I can. I just hate them just sitting back there collecting dust. And so that's what I'm trying to do. So if I don't say anything, it's only because I'm concentrating. So right now I'm doing the purl. Yeah, I don't know what happened here, so I'm just going to do another purl. I think I goofed up on the other one, so you can see that. You can see that big hole. See that big gaping hole? Or wait, let's do it this way. See? So now I'm going to go back to knitting, and we'll just close it. We'll just close it up. Okay, now we're back. Remember, the yarn in the front is purling, and then the yarn in the back is knitting, all right? Let's see how many I have. 2 more. Try to keep your points, together as much as possible, but not too close because you don't want the thread to fall off the needles, okay? So you gotta be very mindful of that. So, okay, I had it here, now I'm putting it back there. So, I do skip the middle row. No, don't start. He has the kids in there. I mean, my grandson bought some visitors and he hears them. Just wants to be part of the gang. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm gonna do 2 knits here, only because I want the 4 on the other side. Let him in for a little while. You know how he gets. Just don't let him jump on anybody. He likes people. What are you guys doing? You're going out? You just came in.
They just needed to warm up.
Huh?
They just needed to warm up.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. I don't know. I guess they just needed to warm up a little bit. Don't let him out. Bring him in before you open anything. Did you hear me, Jose? Okay. I mean, I don't think he would run out the door anymore, but I'm not taking chances. I guess he would know better than to do that. So, okay. So now I'm going to do another row. And I hope this is centered. He came out. Boy, that dog doesn't know what he's doing. Okay, so for some reason I got a... No, they're all purls. Okay, so they're all purls in the front. And it's so funny because I do have these jumbo knitting needles. They're made out of plastic and they're like this thick. They're that thick. And I'm like, I definitely have to work with those someday and make a big, thick blanket with some really thick yarn. You know what I mean? Someday I'll show you. I have them in a bucket. And I have a lot of needles. I even have knitting needles that are thinner than this. Like really thin. They're very intricate, for intricate, designs. But I guess you would have to use like very, very thin thread. And it's the same thing with crocheting, right? When you do the doilies, you can't, you could use yarn, but with the doilies, the thread has to be really, really thin, which I had a hard time doing, trying to find the right thread for crocheting doilies. But I finally did it, and I did make a few, because I was always wanted to make the pineapple stitch, crocheting the pineapple stitch. I think it's just so beautiful. And, oh shoot, I already goofed up. That's what I get for talking. Oh well, I'll just do it again when I come back. I was supposed to knit, not purl. That's another thing too. You always got to keep an eye on what you're doing. I'll just fix it on my way back. Okay. That's has to be like really like, 4, 4, and 4. You know what I mean? You make mistakes and it's annoying. He's playing. He's on an RV. Or I forgot what that thing is called. The virtual thing or something. The RV set. You just hear him talking in the background. As long as, entertains himself. He should be reading, though. That's what I really want him to do. What are you up to? Were you going to be in the living room? Okay. Did you feed Luigi? Okay. Okay. Really didn't cook today. There's a lot of leftover spaghetti, taco meat, things like that, fish sticks, fries. I did not know there was a little window here where I could see the time. I was like, oh, that's cute. I didn't even know that was there. So that was interesting. Yeah, so I'm just, watching the news. This way, because the thing is, I have to get up to see the time on there. Anyway, watching the news about the airplanes. And I don't know what's going on. And then all these people seeing orbs flying out of the earth. I'm like, what the heck is going on? I'm just gonna keep on doing pearls here. I don't know what's happening out there. Okay, the next thing we need to see are aliens. I see aliens, and I'll open up my coat and I said, do you want a watch? Do you want to buy a watch? This kid talks so loud. Okay, so now we're going to do knitting. It's funny, but when you do the purl in the back, it comes out knitting in the front. So just be aware of that. Yep, put that back there before it slips off. Okay. I probably won't do any color combinations right now because I just want to work and practice just, one color. When I get more comfortable, then I'll try to do, color combination. Because, I do definitely want to do like, white and black, blue, different colors, and like red and green, things like that. And like for Christmas colors. Or brown, like for men colors. Dark brown, light brown. I knew I goofed up somewhere because I'm going to try to keep an eye on where the heck I goofed up at. Yeah. So I'm just here. I'm just drinking a cup of coffee. It's like, I don't know what's going on out there. It's like, it's only been 1 month and we're already seeing chaos in the beginning of the year, So I'm just drinking my coffee. I'm like, wow. That's because I always tell everybody to be safe out there, and always keeping, my kids in prayer, to always let them be at the right place at the right time and never in the wrong place at the wrong time. And of course, in Jesus' name, of course. It's just too scary out there right now. I think it was these three, but oh well. I'll catch it in the front. So my neck's feeling better, not a whole lot better. At least it's not as stiff as it used to be. It was really stiff. I was in quite a bit of pain there. So I'm doing one more, right? I think this is where I goofed. I'm not sure. To be on the safe side, I'm just going to follow the pattern. Okay, and now I'm going to do purling. So you go in the front, you go in there, and you just slide everything off. Yeah, so I got my magnifying glass to do the diamond painting, because I was using a little magnifying glass and this light over here to my right. It was kind of like, I mean, it was doable, but I had a hard time keeping the mat, down. I always had, twist it every time so I can have the light. Okay, so, see, there we are. There we are. Man, that took me a long time. I couldn't figure out what the heck I was doing wrong. So this one's okay. I see, because it's going in. It's supposed to go in. So now you see the pattern. Okay, so it's starting to look like this a little bit. Except for this one, you know, I couldn't figure out what the heck I was doing wrong. And over here, if you can see, I goofed up. I goofed up here. I goofed up here. And then I should have noticed the pattern, you know, off the bat, you know, that I kept on doing, you know, long knittings, but it never hit me. It never hit me. I said, oh, now I know what I'm doing wrong. So this one didn't go in too much, only because I have too many. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm supposed to only have four stitches. 1, 2, 3. This one has 5, I think. Yeah, this one has 5. No, it should have 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it should always have 4. And these center ones, you can have as many as you want. But for the cables, you should have only 4. So in order for me to do a cable like, let's say, on this one, okay, I have to go, I can't do the first, because this is, that. I can't do, let me see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't do these two. I have to start with these two right here. I have to start with this. So this part can go up here and it can twist up. So I have to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to get that twist. If I do it here, it'll come out in the center and it'll go this way instead of this way. So I had to remember that when I come back. This one, it's just, I mean, this one would be hard. So I'm not going to bother with this one. I don't think I did bother, as a matter of fact, right here. I did try and it came out good. I don't know why it came out good, actually. So I only had 2 stitches. So I'm not going to bother with that one. This is fine. Again, this one, I think it has, again, 5. So again, I have to leave that one and do 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll be doing cabling these 2 to get this stitch going that way. The same way with this one. This one seems to be, the same thing. Why do I have 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I have 5. Well, no, that's the only one that I have 4 is here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so, well, I did have lower ones here, but I was like, what happened to this one? I got like a split right here. I go, oh, this is interesting. I got one going this way, one going that way. And I said, now, this is a cute little pattern if I could ever keep this one up. But I had a cable here. I'm always saying cable when I mean purl. I had a purl here. And I had another purl here, and then it ended up with 2 purls and 2 more, and I ended up with a cable going this way, and then a cable going, no, actually it was just a regular knit, and I just had a cable going this way and a regular knit, and it just looks like it's going, you know, like that. It was so, I go, oh, I don't know how I did that, but I like that, I really do. So let me just get one more time, I don't know. Okay, so I just want to see where we're at. So, okay, so that's where we are. I'm just going to continue doing this. So I am continuing my, my crocheting. I'm almost done with the white one. Oh, this is the sweater I've been wanting to show you. Oop. I got this sweater from was it across the street? It was across the street. And I'm like, oh my God. So when I saw this sweater, if I would have seen the sweater before I started crocheting my blanket, I would have did this one, you know, because it has all these nice browns. Look at this. Look at that. It has a nice pocket too. It has all these nice browns. And this is, I don't know what this is. This looks like, this is a different kind of knitting. It doesn't look like a regular knit. I forgot what it's called. It's a certain kind of knit. And it does look like it is cable, but it's so tiny. And if you could see it, see how you could see them? Like it's only one knit, one knit, purl, 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 knit, purl, purl, purl. And this one, oh my God, I don't even know what this is. Look at how tiny that is. Look how tiny. So this had to be done by a machine. I don't think a person did this. So, but anyway, I love the colors. Look at the colors. Because the colors I'm using right now are these. It's the white, the gray, the brown, and the browns. If I would have known that it had this darker brown in there, I would have gone for a darker brown or maybe this color. Because I think it's actually this color, and these color. One, two, next time I make another blanket with natural colors, I'm definitely putting these in. It's just so pretty. I was like, oh my God, I should have done that with my blanket. And it's so warm. It's so, so warm. Okay. But I'll remember that for next time. Definitely for next time. Okay, so we're back into a purling. So again, you're doing it from the front and you're going to hold your work over here. So, and purl. And always try to keep your thread in the front, needle to needle, okay? Otherwise, you know, you'll lose your thread. And do it slowly. When you start doing anything, I don't care what kind of project it is, do it slowly. I even do that with my crocheting because I'm doing that wave blanket. And I find myself doing it slowly, taking my time so I don't miss any, you know, the hills and, you know, the valleys and the hills. So I try to keep an eye on everything that I'm doing. Because if once I go too fast, I start losing track. Even with the diamond painting, at first it was aggravating me and I didn't know really, you know, which way to do it. But then I said, you know what, just slow down, take your time, and you'll soon develop a way to do it. Okay, so I think I did this. I think this is the one I messed up on, right? So I'm gonna do two purls. And then I'm going to do, oh, I see. Yeah, that's where I messed up. And then I'm going to do 2 knits because it was a purl. So I'm knitting now. And get that out of the way. And now it's back to purling. So 2 more. Oops, get over here. 2 more knits. And we got three purls. I heard this one guy said, one more plane falls out of the sky. He goes, I'm gonna be taking the Groundhound bus to my appointments. I'm not flying anywhere. I go, I wouldn't blame him. I wouldn't blame him at all. He'd be too scared to go on a plane now, not after what, you know, what's been happening. Yeah, it's just like, you know, if we get a third plane go down, it's just something's happening. It would be too close for comfort. You know what I mean? Like, no one's gonna want to fly. Heck no. You're putting your life in danger. But I don't know. Maybe people are just too stressed out, you know, to be on, you know, navigating all those planes, and there's so many of them, you know. It's hard. I think it's very stressful. I wouldn't want to be responsible. You know what I mean? For the same reason, something goes wrong and oosh, oosh. Oh my God. You're talking about a lot of people, lives that get ruined. It's just devastating all around. You know, I heard this one lady talking about she found a body in her backyard. It was slumped over the roof or something like that. I'm like, oh geez, that is scary. I don't know if I'll be able to do the cable tonight, but I definitely will do it. If I don't do it tonight, I would definitely do it next time I come on. I don't know. We'll see. It's really easy. I'm just tired, guys. I didn't feel like that for a while. And I didn't want to disappoint you guys, so I said, you know what, let me just come on just for a little bit. I want to color too. I haven't colored my pages yet. I have these pages, I don't know if you've seen it, and I got them from this little book that my grandson got from school. And it was like a little story of some sort. And I just cut the pages. I thought, this is so cute. I just cut the pages out. I said, I want to color these. I mean, I like coloring, but I also like plain stuff as well. So, and I like dolls without faces. I don't know why. First of all, it's hard to draw faces. You know, it is kind of hard. The eyelashes and all that. It's kind of hard. Oh, excuse me. It's the coffee. Okay. And I noticed, like, once, I remember the last time I was doing this, because I was really into this, I remember, oh, I'm starting to go fast now, you know? So once you start really getting into the hang of it, you start going fast just like you do with crocheting. You're just constantly, you know, doing a pattern. But again, you got to keep an eye on your pearls and keep an eye on your knitting. I'm not torturing the kid. He's just playing a game. Just so you know. Yeah, they're at that age now, like, you know. I remember I'm like, oh, aren't these kids ever going to grow up? You know, when you think about kids, you just go through phases with them. They eventually grow up. They're good kids, though. I always get like very scared when I come to the end because I'm like, oh, don't slip off, don't slip off. That's my worry. One time I was doing this and this whole thing came right off. I was like, ah, no. Just might be able to do the cable after all. Let me see how many I have. I know I was pretty long on these. think these were pretty long. Maybe not. Missing. I have to count. I can't see. Let's see. Let's see. One. I can't see. That's why I need that light, right? I do have the ring. I should put it on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it was 6. How many do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It had to be longer. It doesn't seem that long. These look longer, right? Okay. These just look longer. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think it was 7. Was it 7? I can't tell. Four, 5, 6. I think it was 7. Should I do one more just to be on the safe side? I'm gonna do one more, and then I'll do the cable. No, I think I'm gonna do one more, and then I'll do the cable next week. Okay. I'll try not to let you guys hanging. Because this one, I want to take my time doing the cable. I want to make sure I do it. I don't want to rush it. Oopsie. Okay, I'll do this again. So I'm doing the pearl. Okay, and that goes to the back, and now I'm doing the knitting. And I have five knitting. 1, 2, and go to the front. Now I do have the magnifying glass to do the jewelry, but I don't think I can't put the phone on at the same time. That's the problem. But I could always do, I guess I could always do jewelry. I gotta find those glasses. I have the magnifying glasses that my husband gave me. I gotta find that thing. It's just so bulky though. It's like wearing one of those virtual headsets. It's kind of bulky. And I have the lenses. It has like, you know, a few different, what do you call it, lenses. I don't know what you call it. The lens, you know, the glass. So, but I know I have it. No, I'm still knitting. Okay. Anyway, even if I do the cable, you won't really be able to see it until I continue knitting. Because that's when you'll see it. You know what I mean? So get those needles out, watch some tutorials, and just, practice. Just dive in there and just, it doesn't have to look great when you start. Learn how to, what do you call it? Learn how to do the first row of your chain or whatever it is that you want to call it. The base, which is this right here. This is like you're starting learn how to cast on your hoops on your needle first, and practice doing that. Once you start your hoops, then it's really, this is how it might look like to you, like that, okay? And so, because you're just casting on, and then you start doing the knitting, or you could just do knitting just to practice. Don't worry about purling, because again, you knit in the front, but the purl's in the back. Or if you want it to be knit, purl, then of course you do knit, purl, and of course you see the knit here, but behind it, it'll be knit, purl as well, okay? But learn how to, what do you call it first? Just learn how to cast on as many as you want. I wouldn't go any more than this. Like, you can count, but I wouldn't go any more than this. This is a good amount. This is a nice size for a scarf. You know what I'm saying? It's a good size. So I'm going to make it a point to count how many stitches I have on here, because this is a nice size. You don't want a scarf too big. I mean, too wide. Plus, it'll be easier for for you to finish. So I like this size already. I've done a lot. I've done a lot so far. So yeah. So I'm just gonna do one more row, and then next week I'll definitely do the cable, and I'll use this one because I really want to take my time doing it. I don't want to rush it. So just practice first before you even think about doing the cables. There's this one, it's called the interlock stitch, and I'm dying to learn how to do that. Like, oh my God, I have to learn how to do that. I want a blanket like that so bad. I think I showed you in the book. And watch a lot of tutorials, buy a knitting book, because even if you watch tutorials, they won't really, give you that information, or they'll just fast forward, some of their steps, and then you're really not going to really grasp it. Okay, now I'm coming to the purl. I'm trying to keep an eye on everything so I won't make a mistake. Okay, one more. Okay, so I have 3 stitches, 3 knits. And now purl and come to the front. And I'm still trying to learn how to cut the canvas till I can do my cross and stitch. I don't understand how they multiply that thing. I don't get it. I'm like, I don't know. It's just confusing to me. And then every time I try to calculate it on the calculator, it comes out with a whole different number. I'm like, what the hell is this? Oh, it's just annoying. So I have to learn how to calculate that so I can cut the right amount of fabric. I have a lot of that, the fabric to do the cross stitch, but it, I don't know how much of the fabric to cut. And it says, oh, multiply this by this and multiply that by that. I'm like, I mean, I have all the colors. I have the fabric, I have the needles, and I have the threads. I just don't know how to cut the fabric. The punchy needle is easy. Oh, they're coming up with another loom thing too. Then I was like, ugh, I want to try that. It's a loom, but you can make pictures with it too. And I was like, wow, they're always coming out with something different. It's almost like the loom, like when you make beads like that, but it's not for beads, it's for yarn. Okay, so I think that's good enough. Okay, guys, so yeah, that's a good amount. So what I'm gonna do next week is I'm going to do the cable. Now with the cable, I really want to take my time at it, okay? So it's going to look just like this one. And again, every time I do it, it's going to be here. I'm not going to do this. It's going to be here, here, and here. So I'll be starting with these three, right? These five, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I'll be using these two right here. So these are the two I'll be using. Same thing with this one. It's going to be, again, I don't know why I have 5, but it'll be these two in the center. This one, I don't think I'm going to have a hard time. I think there is 4, so I won't have a problem with this one. This one's fine. And I think this one might be 5 as well. No, it's 4. It's 4. So these two will be fine. These two I have to do in the center and this one in the center. And then when I do it, it should have this this shape. Although I don't know why this looks a little bit different than that, but this one. I don't know why. Because see, it's not really going in like these. Unless I didn't push them out. I don't know. But they don't look like... Well, this one's okay. I don't know. I don't know why... Well, we're going to see. We're going to see what the difference is. So we'll figure it out. Next week, we're going to figure it out. Because this looks really different from this one. They don't really look the same, right? I don't know. We'll figure it out. So anyway, I hope I can inspire you to get your needles out, get your thread out. Like I said, watch some tutorials to learn how to cast on. And then when you start, just, learn how to knit, learn how to purl, and then get yourself one of these guys right here. And then you can start learning how to do cables. And the thing with cables is that they're just so pretty, and it just makes the fabric, nice and thick. That's what I like, thick things, and I don't like things with holes in them. That's what I don't like. I like it compact. Plus, it'll keep you warmer. That's for sure. Okay, guys, I'm gonna leave you here. Thank you so much for joining me again. My name is Emma. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to continue with me on this journey to making scarves and learning how to do and, practice with different threads and projects. I'm not really into all the machine things, although I have been thinking about it. But we'll see, because I just don't want to waste yarn on stuff when I could just do it myself. You know what I mean? On machines, that's what I'm talking about. So, I mean, it could be faster, that's for sure, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what the future holds for me if I want to, dive into those kind of things. But we'll see. Okay, guys, and you can definitely, like always, comment if you wish, and we will catch you next week or next time on Saturday Night Threads. Okay, guys, have a nice night. Be safe, and we'll see you next time. Bye.